Good grief. Why do they never go in for me?
Hi everyone, back again with another video. Yeah, here we go. A vinyl Wodge. Yes. Just a little few records that I picked up here and there, charity shopping. Most of the records I pick up now are from charity shops or thrift stores, as you may call them in the States. So yeah, here's a few records that I picked up. Usual varied selection. So start off with Top Notch Yacht Rock. So I picked up Jim Messina's debut album, Messina. This is super smooth, really. There's some good tracks on here. I was quite pleasantly surprised. I mean, the cover just screams horrible music-y pastel shade bit. But it's actually quite a nice album. It's nothing like Loggins and Messina. It's nothing like their stuff. It's much more slickly produced, kind of yacht rock, really. There's the typical Warner Brothers label. Yeah, it was good. There's a few tracks that I reckon would sound really good in the car late at night, on a warm summer's evening. But yeah, decent enough pick up, that one. I also picked up at the same time, I think this was in, where was this? Was this Salvation Army or YMCA? I can't remember. Probably Salvation Army. There was a new store opened recently in Exeter, and I went and had a look. I'm getting records out. So I got this one by Wendy Waldman. I had no idea what this was, absolutely none. But I quite liked the look of the cover. I thought it might be interesting. I did check on my phone when I bought it what kind of music it might be in, and she's down as a folky. Had very, very little success. I don't think she ever made the Billboard top 200. Definitely nothing over here. So why somebody's got a copy of this turned up in a charity shop, I got no idea. So it's kind of folky, but there are rock touches as well on this album. It's really good. It's actually a really good record on that older kind of Boulevard Warner Brothers label, which I think that's quite a nice label, actually. I do like seem to like greeny coloured labels. I don't know. Reminded me a lot of Ricky Lee Jones, Judy Duke, even Edie Brickell kind of stuff. I don't know whether those artists, whether she was an influence on those artists or not, but absolutely gorgeous sounding record. You've got things like, what we got? Wild Bird Secrets. There's a lot of kind of more singer-songwritery stuff, but there's a few tracks that are kind of slightly more rocky. But I've played this loads. Absolutely love it. It's a terrific record. So Wendy Waldman. Don't know if that's right. What else did I pick up? Oh, this is a record by, I love this vocalist. I think I had the Carpenters down as a terrible band for the longest time. I just couldn't get into them at all. But then, I don't know, maybe I heard Superstar, or maybe it was Interplanetary Craft, and I thought, oh, hang on, this is actually pretty good. And now I'm picking it. You can find them Carpenters records all over the place. Karen Carpenter has a wonderful voice. You can buy it. I think I picked this one up for 50p actually. So this is their 1977 album Passage, and it wasn't as big selling as their other records. Okay, with his lyrics on. It was a slight change of direction for them. They included all kinds of stuff on here. You've got more typical Carpenters songs, but you got things like Buona She No Home, which is kind of a more, oh, how do I describe it? It's kind of a more swampy sort of, maybe sort of South American rhythms, really, but with quite much more of a rock track, actually. Got quite a nice custom label on that one. I think I've said this before, but there's a version of Don't Cry For Me Argentina on there, and it actually rescues it for me. I couldn't listen to that song very often, but this version on here is really lovely. And it's got Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft, which I absolutely adore. I think that's a brilliant track. Yeah, it's got some really lovely songs on here, so I was really quite chuffed to pick that up for 50p. A lot of Carpenters records, they are dead cheap, but they're absolutely hammered. I don't know what it is about Carpenters fans. Maybe they just didn't care about the records, but I don't know. Great stuff. I also picked up a bit of an oddity by Hank Locklin for 50p as well. So this is one solo by Hank Locklin. This is a greatest hits of sorts. So it's got a lot of his most well-known tracks, quite a few covers. What covers? I Walk the Line, Act Naturally's on here. What else is on here? Send Me the Pillow You Dream On, I think that's one of his big hits. Lots of stuff on here. But what he's done is he's re-recorded everything, but nothing is longer than a minute and a quarter. So he's basically stripped back all of his songs. So that, I don't know whether he stripped out instrumental sections or whether he stripped out verses. I'm not sure. I'm not so familiar with a lot of his stuff. But nothing is a minute and a quarter long. And so there are 24 tracks on here. But you get about half an hour of music. Under half an hour of music. Which is a kind of, I've never known that done before. But it's quite a good listen. I mean, the tracks just shuffle on through in next to no time. But it's an interesting idea. I don't know whether it's a brilliant idea. It's on that orange RCA label, which I will forever associate with Bowie. But yeah, not a bad pickup for 50p. What else did I get? Oh yeah, this was really cool. I also picked up, I think this was £1 actually, picked up a great Ronco compilation. I used to love seeing Ronco adverts on TV. Every Christmas there seemed to be like 65 million Ronco albums released, trying to cash in on your buck. But this has got an absolutely, well, it's got a few duffers, but in the main it's got a really good track listing. From around sort of late 82 to mainly in 83. And that's when I really started listening to chart music and really taking notice of it. I mean, yeah, I watched sort of the pops all the way through from the late 70s, but this is when I really started taking notice. So you've got things like Wings of a Dove by Madness, you've got Give It Up by Casey and the Sunshine Band, Come Live With Me, Heaven 17, which is actually, when you listen to the lyrics, it's a bit of a creepy song. Nobody's Diary, Zoo. It's got a song by Dave Stewart and Barbara Gaskin, who are best known for doing It's My Party, and they've done a version of Busy Doing Nothing. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. It's got Wherever I Lay My Hat by Paul Young, Everything Counts by Depeche Mode, Double Dutch by Malcolm McLaren, Forbidden Colours by Sylvian and Sakamoto. It's a really good compilation. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this, and it took me right back to those when I was 13, 14 and really into, I just took notice of chart music a heck of a lot more than I do now. Yeah, great stuff. And just to round off this little Wodge, a couple of compilations. I think I'll do that one first. So I did pick up, so going from, that compilation is 83-ish. This one is from 85, so I'm still listening. I still know a lot of these tracks. So this is the hits album 2. You can see a lot of the artists who are around the outside. Some really good stuff on here. Got You Spin Me Round Like a Record, King's on here, Kirsty MacColl's on here, Strawberry Switchblade, which is a wonderful song. Daz Band, Let It All Blow, which I did have on a single. Hadn't played it for ages, so it was really good. I forgot how good that song was. Just Another Night by Mick Jagger, which is probably Mick Jagger's only decent solo single. Better than Let's Work. That was a travesty, that was. Things like, what else is on here? ZZ Top doing Legs. So yeah, this was a decent compilation. There's some tracks I would rather not be on there, but it was a decent pickup. And there's all the bands, all of them. There we go, all the bands that are on there. And finally, I picked up this for £1 as well. This was well worth it. So this is Deep Heat Fight the Flame 89. So this is Deep Heat were a series of compilations, kind of like now that's what I call music or hits or indie top 20. But this was just dance music. So this is the best of dance from 1989, and you've got it split into 4 sections. So it's quite cool actually. Side 1. Record 1, side 1 is Hit Blitz and Anthems. So you've got Get on the Dance Floor by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. Big Fun by Inner City, which is fantastic. Hey Music Lover. Don't know some of the others, but I've listened to it. Side 2, it's got the magnificent Voodoo Ray by a guy called Gerald, which is just mind-blowingly good still. Things like Who's in the House by the Beatmasters. Me, Myself and I's on here. And then you've got record 2, side 3 is Eurobeat and Latin Heat. Things like Numero Uno, Pump Up the Jams on here. Stacker Humanoid, which is one of the best dance singles I've ever heard. Absolutely brilliant stuff by Humanoid, who I think were Future Sound of London under a different name. I'm sure that's right. I might be wrong though. And then you got Cool Grooves and New Moves. Got another track by Humanoid, Digital Underground. So yeah, it's a really good wrap up of dance as it was in '89. Yeah, I love listening to this. It's great. So there we go. A whistle stop tour through another Wodge. Not sure. I think I've gone through that fairly quickly. I think. Hopefully, I'll be back in getting groove back and actually making some more videos. So we'll see how it goes. I'm a bit of a stop-start. I've been on a bit of a stop-start thing with making videos lately, so I have to wait and see. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed that whistle stop tour through some cheapo skate, some skinflint cheap skate vinyl. And I'll see you all soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye.